Hey there, what is up everybody? Welcome to your Monday motivation video. No, I haven't done one of these in quite a while. Check out my sweet new hat. Coming up this week, I hope you guys have been enjoying listening to Breaking Bread with Mike and Tom. We have a new episode this Wednesday with Sam Fomolero of the Uticast, which we were on last week. So if you didn't get to catch that episode, it's a link in the bio of Uticast. So at Uticast on Instagram. It is almost the end of August. August is definitely the month that sets the tone for the rest of the year. Shout out to Gary Vee. Did not take as much advantage of the month as I wish I had, although I do feel good about the amount that I did take advantage of. The wife and I have done some artwork for the old alumni show at MVCC. Shout out to MVCC, which is our old alma mater. So hopefully we get some stuff in there. That'd be really cool. It's actually the first year we've both submitted together. So yeah, that'll be pretty neat. Quick update on the MVCC alumni show. My wife's work all got approved, so it's all going to be in the gallery. She's got a sculpture, which is from my play First Date. She has a painting and a photograph as well. So I'm really excited to see this stuff in there. I myself did not get anything in there, but understandably so. Understandably so to me. I submitted not the greatest forms of artwork. It was just kind of quick stuff that I'm actually still in the middle of working on. So next year for me, hopefully get some stuff in there. Really excited, that would be great. Definitely, let's see. Recently, I have been studying this new slideshow format article that Gary Vee put together with all these like marketing tools and stuff like that. So I'm going to be reformatting how I market personally for my stuff, as well as for Breaking Bread with Mike and Tom, the podcast with myself and Tom Malone. Check out his stuff on YouTube as well. He's got this great series where he travels across the country on a motorcycle from here to California and does all these bucket list items. Books that I have been reading lately, I read all of Alan Lee's The Lord of the Rings sketchbook. Super amazing book. Not only great for illustrators to look at, but obviously LOTR fans, as well as anybody who's interested in knowing the amount of work that goes into these giant fantasy films, or giant films in general, and also to get an idea of what it is you have to do if you want to get to that level. I've also been reading The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova. Oh my god, I know I'm late to the game here. I realize this book came out in 2005. So late to it, but it's blowing my mind, guys. It's amazing. If you haven't checked it out yet, definitely do. If you're a fan of Dracula, if you're a fan of historical fiction, if you're a fan of just amazing, lush, detailed writing, check it out. Definitely worth a try. Things I'm personally working on. I'm going to be doing articles now that will attach itself to the marketing form for the podcast, as well as work as marketing for me as well. Creating more content, micro content, that kind of stuff. Like I said, I am working on more illustration work, doing some more coloring work in Photoshop. I'm doing pencils and inks, traditional, and then going into Photoshop, doing some colors. I do hope to eventually evolve to doing ink work in Photoshop. I don't know if I'll ever feel super comfortable doing pencil work in there, but I'd like to figure out inking as well as coloring as well. In case you were wondering and you were going to ask, how's married life? It's going great. Everybody asks that question. I just think it's a question you got to accept. It's going good though. We're doing good. We're getting the house ready still. We have formulated plans to, down the road, we'd like to move west. I'm pushing for Portland, Oregon, myself personally, but definitely somewhere out west, away from where we grew up. Great area to live in. Good things are happening here, but we still want to see more. We want to travel, we want to live different places. We want to do it all, and before we have kids. So I am trying to up my culinary skills, as my wife is also recently. She's making these amazing lemon pound cakes, delicious. I'll see if I can get a link to the recipe that we used. Most excited for the podcast. Usually when we have the podcast, so we have a guest over. We don't have a traditional studio set up right now, so we usually just use my wife and I's apartment. And what we do is when a guest comes over, or even just Tom, we make dinner and everybody eats, and then we record the podcast and get to it and whatnot. So this week we're going to be doing acorn stuffed squash with sausage and couscous. and really gonna hope that the guest likes it. But it's definitely a favorite of ours. It's in this book called the Make Ahead book. I believe it's page 254 or something like that. Great recipe, super quick, easy, delicious, looks fancy. Try it out. And that's gonna be it for the Monday Motivation this week. So this week I am starting to put content for the Monday Motivation on YouTube as well as other places. So look out for that. I'm excited for this new transition, and I'm excited to get back to work. I'm feeling more like myself lately, more energetic and focused on different projects and everything. I was kind of in a slump for a little while, which really sucked and obviously hindered my progress. And I've talked about this multiple times with my wife and with other people, other creatives, and I've journaled about it. So just really trying to keep that in mind, that don't let feeling depressed or feeling like you're not completing, what your projects or where you're not where you want to be, don't let that hold you back. Just keep pushing forward, and that's something I have to constantly remind myself. So there's your motivation for Monday. Keep moving forward, keep going, let's do it. Can't wait for the rest of the year.